Hello, everybody. How are we? How are we doing today? How's everybody's week been? I hope everybody's doing well. Huddle, welcome in. Thank you for redeeming a first. Jinx, welcome in as well. Um, yeah, we're yeah, it's kind of been a little bit of a rough week. But we are here. And Mac, welcome and thank you for redeeming your daily tater. How are you? Thank you for that 3 stream streak, Jinx. I appreciate it. 3 streams in a row. I appreciate you being here. And I'm so glad that you wandered in here and have stuck around. I really appreciate you being a part of the community and being here and hanging out. I appreciate it all so very much. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, we've had weather systems coming through again. I'm kind of struggling a little bit. So we're having a lot of pain, we're having a lot of fatigue. The chronic illness stuff is flaring up at the moment, and I'm struggling a little bit with the mental health with all of that. And it's all there. So we've had a change of plans today. I was gonna play Palia, but I really just want to do something really calm, really chill. And I personally love Town to City, and the 1.0 update came out at the end of May, and I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. So I want to check that out, and it's going to be very low energy, very chill. So for any of you who are looking for those vibes, feel free to hang out, drop a lurk, send some chats, whatever you need to do. That is what we are here for today, is whatever people need. Um, you are doing all right, playing some Palia, but going to switch to some school stuff soon. Sorry for the high pain day, never fun. Thank you, I appreciate it. I got the heating pad in my chair, so hopefully that'll help. That will help for sure. Um, Proud of you for streaming. Just yeah, that's the plan. We're just gonna do what we can do. We always do our self-care breaks. So we'll make sure we're doing those. And just kind of like take it from there. And Mac, thank you for your 3 stream streak as well. You've been loving my streams. You love the chill environment. Thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. I really try to make this be a place where people feel comfortable to come, to hang out, to relax, to be themselves. I personally I really value authenticity in streaming. And as Petal can attest, someone who's known me for 20 plus years, what you see is what you get. This is not a persona. This is truly who I am, and I think that that's for me that's very important and was something that I search out, and I want everyone here to feel like they can authentically be themselves as well. I've had to mask for so much of my life that I want to create a space where people feel like they can be authentic and true to who they are, even if they can't in their day-to-day life. So it's kind of one of my my goals and my aims. You have a meeting coming up in about 30 minutes. All right, Petal. Probably a meeting that can be email. Not how all meetings are. Um but yeah, so today is just while Palia is a pretty chill game, I don't know that I can play Palia for 3 hours today. And I really just kind of want just like chill vibes. Town to City gives me so much serotonin, and I really like this game a lot, and I haven't gotten to play it. So yeah. Most likely you've been having a recurring meeting most weeks now since November. You're so over it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But how's everybody's week been? This is the first chance I've had to stream this week. Monday I didn't stream because P1 had a dentist appointment, and he's not like, even though he can drive on his own, he's not quite at the point where he's like comfortable going to like an appointment like that by himself. I mean, he is just 16, so Um, so we did that, and on a Monday, and then Tuesday I had therapy and had some really good conversations with my therapist, and we talked about my ancestry DNA results, and I know I talked about it a little bit here on stream, and she kind of gave me like some new perspective with some of that, which I hadn't really thought about. Not terrible so far. That is good. How is Chewy doing, Petal? By the way, is Chewy I hope Chewy's like fully amended and back to normal. You really hope Town to City comes to Switch. You haven't been feeling well enough to sit down at your desk. I completely understand that, Jinx. And it would be amazing if it came to Switch. I don't know if it will. I don't know if that's in their plans. Um, but I completely understand that. I have also not been feeling well enough to sit at my desk much. Just like from a pain perspective, right? I've been doing a lot of cross stitch because I can like recline and relax, and it isn't super taxing for me. So I've been doing a lot of that. And then I've also um done, because I do have a laptop, and my couch reclines, so I'll sit on the couch and recline, and I've been playing Palia on my laptop downstairs with Awen. We'll get on and we'll play together and like do stuff together because we've been working through, I finished like the bundle boards, and working on getting the things that I need to get all of my relic upgrades in Palia. So we've been doing that. Um but I made the mistake. I don't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday. One of those days, she and I played for a couple of hours, and I got up and I could barely move. And I was like, okay, I can't do that again. I was like, don't let me sit this. It was bad. They don't plan to port at all. Ugh, that's that's a bummer. I know it's like a small indie team that's doing it, and I wonder if that has something to do with it. He seems to be doing okay. He hasn't really been eating the food with the medicine in it as much as you would like. He has to go back for a follow-up Monday. Okay. Okay, well, hopefully that all looks good. Speckle, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. Your gaming PC is actually a gaming laptop. We have a second screen and an external hard drive. So much plugged in. Got it. Fair enough. Yeah, I have the laptop is pretty, like, it's pretty stripped down. So, and I don't have a lot of things installed on it. I do have Town to City installed on it. I have Palia installed on it, and I have Civ installed on it. But I don't have a whole lot on there because it's a laptop, right? It has a 2 terabyte hard drive, so it's got a decent amount of storage. But it's a laptop, right? River, welcome in. How are you doing, Moon? It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Doing okay, just groggy. Didn't sleep quickly last night, so just got up 45 minutes ago. That is fair. Fair. Yeah, we've done a change of plans. I was gonna stream Palia today, but I'm kind of struggling. So I decided we're gonna do some Town to City because it's very calm, it's very chill, and that's just the vibes that I personally need right now. So that's what we're going to create. You're doing good, drained but good. How's everyone banging to? Oh, thank you. I'll be turning it off when we get into Town to City because the Town to City music is really good. You've been doing a ton of coloring though and stuck some of your face. That's good. 6 is amazing. They're coming back to Lansing this year. Awen and I are looking at getting season tickets. I need to look into that though. So that we can see it again cuz that show is so good. It's so good. Anyway, so what I was saying, so I had on Tuesday I had therapy, and I was talking to my therapist about my ancestry DNA results and just kind of like some of the feelings surrounding all of that. For those of you who don't know, I got my ancestry DNA results back, and the thing that hit me the hardest was, so I am adopted. I know nothing about my biological family. And so my mom My mom, and when I say my mom, I mean my adoptive parents, the people who raised me, they are my mom and dad, even though genetically not related to me, right? Like, those are my parents. Hands down, period. End of story. Those are my parents. Um, I know nothing about my biological family at all. And never have felt like a burning desire to know. I never really felt like I was missing out a lot. So when I talk about my brother is my adopted brother, so we are also not genetically related. But family isn't about blood and genes, right? Family is more than that. We've talked a lot too about chosen family. Um, but anyway, my my parents have both since passed, and the last Christmas I had with my mom, she had gifted me an Ancestry DNA kit, and she's been gone for 4 years. It seriously took me that long to actually, like, do the kit and send it in, because a lot of reasons, right? Um, but, I finally did it. You're doing morning stuff, but yours are in, and you'll be setting in shortly. Doing the things. No worries, Speckle. 6 is so good. Oh, it was interpreted? I would love to see it interpreted, Mac. That would be really cool, because it's such a great show. You need more adoption representation. People are still so ignorant toward adoption. As someone who has 3 adopted siblings, you need more education for adoption. It's, and it's never been something I've thought a ton about, because it's just been, like, my life, right? This is just my life. And it never impacted me in any kind of a negative way, um, except I did have some people when I was a kid saying, that they aren't my real family, they're not my real parents, so they don't actually love. I had some of that bullying when I was a kid. But, like, really, it's never been anything that I've always known, like, it's just kind of always been a part of my life. My kids have always known, like, it's just always been, like, I think it's one of those things that when it's part of your life, it's just, like, you don't feel like it's that big of a deal, but it kind of is, right? Especially if people don't get it. None of your family except your mom and bio dad are blood. Yeah, exactly. Family is not necessarily defined by blood and genetics, right? So anyway, so finally we did it as a charity incentive. I did it here on stream. Um and so I spin a tube on stream, and I sent it in, and a couple weeks ago I got the results back. And um I knew, right, that I'd see a bunch of I knew I wasn't gonna know who any of these people are, right? Because, like, why would I? And I was like, I was prepared to see, like, maybe some half siblings on there. What I was not prepared for was my biological father to be on there. That hit me like a ton of bricks, and I just kind of stared at it and was like, "Holy shit, I know my biological father's name." Like, and having a name, even though it's, like, a very generic name, having a name makes him no longer this mysterious entity, right? It's now real and has become a person. And, um, so yeah, very heavy, and it's something that has been sitting very, very heavily with me, right? Like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't know how to process this. And to be honest with you, I kind of have, like, put it in the back of my head. But I talked about it with my therapist. And I talked about it with one of my friends. He was, like, asking me how I was doing with it and stuff. So he was, like, checking in because he knew what an impact it was. Um, so I talked about it with my therapist, and she made some really good points. Um, your parents chose you, the boy's parents were stuck with them. So my parents actually had to wait 9 years to adopt me. They had been on a waiting list for 9 years before they finally got a baby. The one moment that struck you is when your sister came home from school, and this still kids still use the adoption insult. Like, sure, it's the 20th century. We shouldn't think adoption is a bad thing. Yeah. Yeah. It isn't a bad thing. And why is it an insult? Like, it's not. One of mom's cousins made a snarky comment once about grandma not being mom's mom. Mom was in ICU and her cousin didn't like it. that she couldn't go in there without mom's permission. Oh my goodness. People are, yeah, it's just it's not, that's not cool. It did. It did hit really, really, really hard. And hooray for the meeting getting canceled. Shoot, right? Oh no. Um so anyway, so I was talking with my therapist about this because I was like, I need help processing this because I don't know how to process this. Like, I don't know how to process having my dad's name there. I didn't have any siblings show up. And my mother did not show up, but I believe there is a maternal cousin that's there. Um, your mom's adopted parents gave her the best childhood in your whole non-bio family. Yeah, and like I mean, my family has its issues, right? But like I had my parents were really were great parents. I had a wonderful dad. And my mom and I were really close. And like yeah, there were issues. But every family has issues, and I never felt like I was missing anything. So I was talking to my therapist about this. 'Cause, like, what do I what what do I do with this information? And one of the things that I was like, I if I reach out, one of the things that I need to be prepared for is the potential that they don't want contact with me, right? I had reached out to the adoption agency when I had the blood clots in my lungs to see if I could get any kind of information, like, from a medical history perspective, and my mother hadn't opened up anything. Um and said that like I could like that she kept it closed on her end. And my I know my biological parents weren't together. Like in the long run they didn't stay together. And I do know that my biological father, I'm not even paying attention to the song. Oh, um so I'm not even paying attention to what's being played on it playing in the background. Um It is funny though how stuff lines up like that, right? Um, so and I know that my biological father knew about me, knew I existed because he signed off on the adoption. Pathetic fallacy, but was alright. Uh, anyway, um, so he knows that I exist, right? He knew about me because he signed off on on the adoption and stuff. So anyway, so long story short, there's my father right there in front of me. And so I'm telling this, I'm talking to my therapist about this um she says to me, knowing that he knows you're out there, knowing that what these things are and that these DNA tests exist and a lot of people do them. Maybe he took the test because he wants to be found. And I never really thought about it like that. Um because she's right. Uh you if he didn't want to be found, knowing I exist, knowing he has a child out there that he's never met, he knows this, and presumably hasn't forgotten that this is a thing, right? Because I don't know how you forget something like that. Um, and especially if someone's like, "Hey, do a DNA test," you might, and you don't want that information coming out, you might be like, "Yeah, do that." Uh, But he did it. So she was like, maybe he wants to be found. And then I was like, from that same perspective, maybe I'm also okay with being found. Um, I haven't really made any decisions about what I'm gonna do. I'm still like processing a lot of it. And but I'm not rigidly saying I'm not gonna try to contact anybody. I'm also like, what do you even say? Like, oh hey, did you give up a kid for adoption 46 years ago? Because I'm that kid. Like, so yeah. Um, So I still don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have some new things to think about. I'm processing a lot of it, and I'm not rigid in how I wanna proceed, like, I'm open to, like, where the spirit moves me, shall we say. If someone were to contact me, no one has yet. No one has contacted me yet. But if someone were to contact me, I think I might be more open to responding. It's so important to have good support through. Yeah, so support, right? That's the thing. I have not talked um spam, sorry. What are you spamming? You're not spamming anything. Welcome in, Zinni. This isn't spam. It is not spam. Zinni, think. Oh my gosh, you do have a lot coming in. Zinni, how are you? First of all, thank you for 22 months of subscribing. Thank you for being here and subscribing for the last 22 months. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for being here, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It is never ever expected, but it is always appreciated, and I do appreciate it. And then thank you for that 25 stream streak as well. 25 streams in a row. That is no short amount of time. So thank you for always being here, for being present, lurking, chatting. I appreciate you no matter what a part of the community you are. You are all valued and appreciated. So thank you so, so, so much. Yeah, thank you. So back to our thing. So I haven't talked to anyone in my family yet about it. I have talked to my kids now. They know, and they're just kind of like, "Well, do whatever you need to do, mom." They don't really they're my kids. My kids are not my support system. They're my kids. I love them dearly. Um, but like I don't feel like they should be my support system because they're my children. That's my job, not their job. Um, I haven't talked to my family yet. I really do want to talk to my one cousin because I think she'll be the most receptive for it. I don't know how my aunt will respond. Um, The fact of the matter is my mom gave me this. This isn't like I'm doing this because 'cause I'm looking for something. I was curious. I got some and I was interesting what I learned. And I do have my one friend, he's pretty good about, he's very supportive. So I've got him to kinda lean on through a lot of this. But it's one of those things that, like, if you've always known who your biological family is, it's hard to fully grasp what it's like to learn that information. You're back. You just called your sister and you're playing Minecraft later. I love that. That's awesome. Awen and I have been playing Palia this week, which has been nice. You were the medium between your mom and your mom's bio cousin. It's difficult. Yeah, and that's not a role that I want them to be in. Right? That's not their job. I probably talk to Awen more than I should, but I do. But there are just some things where you're like, they're my kids. It's my job to support them, not the other way around. So anyway, so that's where I'm at. So we'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. You can be a part of this ongoing saga of the DNA test. You and your mom are like best friends. You tell each other too much. Well, it's fine for like so for me it's like Awen tells me a lot. Like we are good. I would say we're friends. And she like does like view me as like a best friend. But she's also 20, right? So she's fully an adult. Um but it is rough. It is. It is. Um but there's still like, it's my job to be the support, not theirs. So but yeah, Awen and I are pretty close. Pewin and I are too, but in a different way. Like he feels pretty comfortable talking to me about a lot of things. Nothing was super surprising or shocking about yours. You were hoping for some magnificent blood relation. 17% connected to the UK. So you think you and Moon are cousins in some way. My connection to the UK was astronomical. Um, like, it was unreal. I'm pretty much all UK except for, like, my Greek part. Fully agree, your mom just said yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. We are sisters. So I came back 25% Northern Ireland, Scotland, and then like 30%, like 20% East Midlands, something, then a big chunk of West Midlands. Um, very, very British, very, very UK. And then there was a big chunk that was, then there was like 20% Greek Romanian or Albanian, like in that area, which I knew. I knew that. I did not know about the heavy UK though. See, I would totally go to the UK if I could. Sending a link over the weekend for you to look at. Feedback needed. Okay. All right. Thank you, Zinni. I will do that. Need to sort some things out back in a jiff. No worries. Let's go ahead and jump on over into Town to City and we can get working on that. Let me turn off the music and we're gonna do Town to City music. Let me know if that is how that is for you. If it's too loud or anything like that, please do let me know. Because I haven't streamed this in a while, so I don't know how that's going. Yeah, that a UK meetup would be amazing. There's a lot of people in the UK I would really like to see. I think I might die getting there. I don't know. We'll see how traveling to Chicago goes. I don't know how it would go. Zinni, thank you for the lurk. And River, thank you for the lurk as well. Okay, so Town to City officially released at the end of May, and I haven't had a chance to check out what the changes have been yet. So we're gonna start a new game. And we're gonna just be cozy and build a little town and grow it. This is kind of quiet. I don't know if you can hear the voice at all, but we're gonna make something cute. I love this game. It's a tad quiet. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit. The voice is quiet, but there's not a lot of voice. Well, there isn't really voice that exists in the game. It's mostly the music. Let me just double check something real quick here. With a bit of effort and an eye for planning, you'll soon develop this spot of land from countryside to town. And from town to city. Intro music with good voice. Okay. Yeah, there isn't really a lot, there's not a lot of voiceover. It's just the music. I did bump things up a little bit. So if that makes the music too much, do let me know. Once it loads in. So we're gonna start a new little town. Like I said, I don't even know for sure what all they added in the 1.0 release of Town to City. But we shall find out. And even though I know how to play it, we're gonna just have to go through all of this stuff. So bear with me as we go there. Okay, we need to build 3 houses and connect them to the station with a road. Okay, so I want to think a little bit about how we want to lay this out. We do have, so they did add the ability to terraform, but we haven't unlocked that yet. So we will be able to do some terraforming of some things. I want to think about where do we want to put our houses and then where do we want like commerce to be. We've got this little pond in the center. So we can either use that and like build houses around the pond, or we can do commerce around the pond, um, and do houses like off to the side. And obviously we've got a big space to work with. Like it goes all the way around here, but we do have, you know, some landscaping to do it. So does anyone have any thoughts about where we want to do this? I know how I usually do it, but I kind of wouldn't mind, you know, branching out a little bit and doing something a little bit different than what I usually do. Also, I tend to like things in like nice, neat grids, and that doesn't always work um, with with this game. And it's not necessarily something that I want to do, but it's what my brain tends to like to do. We do need though to connect the railway station. So let's pull a road kind of coming out there like that. Um, you got to park around the pond. It looked quite cute. That would be cute. Uh, what if we go? I do like the idea of a park around. You're not good for input. You've seen maybe 20 minutes of gameplay because normally it was streamed in the past by you or others who are at work. Fair enough. Fair enough. So okay, what if we go, let's go this way a little bit. And then that is one thing that I've done as well. We could do, because we've got like this, we could do more of like a walking path that we could kind of have come off the road. And we could do a walking path around the lake. You had a play area, seating, picnic area, and the duckies. I love the ducks. And then we can kind of swing wide through here and make this area be a little bit more parkish. And then kind of come back and connect it here. Okay, and then let's do a road. Let's do some houses over here on this side of the lake. Pond, lake, whatever. Something like that. That's pretty much exactly what you did. Great minds. Great minds. Okay, and then we'll do houses right here. And we don't have a lot of the decorations unlocked yet, so we'll have to wait to kind of decorate. Because what do we even have for decorations? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because we're still in the tutorial. Okay. Here's our little train. Bringing our people. Oh, that's it. It's like a cute little family. The first family has arrived. Okay, let's assign them a home. They can come live here. Okay, the family has been given a home. Open it, the residence information by clicking on it. We did that. A warm, beautiful house is the main way to increase happiness. We need to give them access to food buildings. Okay, 2 different market stalls. All right, so we've got a poultry stall and a cheese stall, which let's do these maybe like over here so that they have good access to the houses. We'll do one there and then we'll do one like right here. You never noticed the graphics much before. You like that the graphics resemble 3D versions of cute pixel. Yes, they do. It's very, it is like cute pixelated, graphics. I like the graphics a lot too. And you know how I feel about a lot of pixelated things, but I really do like the graphics of this. Okay, so now we need to have them working. You've only seen this game on mobile. This is a very different experience. I love this game. Okay, we need to build a warehouse. We also need to get a worker working here. It's meant to be 95 Fahrenheit here next week. You hate so— oh, that's rough. That's rough. Okay, I want to do the road coming off this way, and I want to do the warehouse. We're gonna kind of angle it a little bit, I think. Because I want to do that warehouse right here by the train station. So we'll put it like here. Place it closer to— oh, I guess we have to place it over here. I wanted it to be on that side. Fine, we'll put it here. It's been pretty cool here recently, which I like. All right, we're gonna move these families in to these houses. Perfect. And then we need to add our worker to our warehouse. Excellent. Transport cost is now covered. This is new. Click on the house. You're so annoyed that you've misplaced your LED light remote. It's stuck on in the same color and you don't know where you last put it. That's frustrating. Hopefully it's at least a good color. You've literally had on slippers and a blanket in the mornings all week. Yeah, but it's been kind of nice. I've had the windows open and like getting fresh air in, which has been really nice. But it's been rainy. It's orange, so not bad, but not, yeah. Orange isn't the best. I agree. Access the multiple different stops greatly increases the happiness of the residents. This house earns you more daily income with each shop connection. Each shop and warehouse has a decoration score. This score makes the people who live and work in this building happier. Let's make a house and a shop or warehouse provide more happiness by decorating them. We get some decorations. Okay, this is good. Okay, place 4 different decorations, have 40 different decoration points. Okay, I love the trees. I put trees everywhere in this game. So let's do a tree here by the warehouse since we're focusing on that. And let's do a little bench outside of the warehouse as well. We don't have where we can add the flowers to the buildings just yet, but we will be. Oh, we will be. And then what if we did what if we did like a stone wall kind of like over here on the side of the warehouse maybe, just to create some interest. We can do that. And then oh, we need some lighting too, for sure. So let's get some street lamps out. Put them like here on the corners. Well, we can go here with that one. Okay, and then let's put some trees by the houses. Oh, I do like this tall, skinny tree. Do one over here, here. We need some trees here too. Okay, let's do... we need another thing over here by the warehouse. We can just do another... we'll do another tree. Perfect. A lot of LED lights have apps. Oh, that's true. A lot do have apps. Hover over the happiness percentage to view the happiness breakdown. Okay. People only arrive at the station if the total average happiness is 60% or above. Percentages in yellows and reds should be improved to increase the average happiness efficiently. You can also click individual residents to dive deeper into their individual happiness. Let's keep the town's happiness above 60% and grow our population. Okay, we've done that. We need to add some houses and some families. Also, they wanted some decorations by work. So what if we do another fence, like over here? Or not a fence, this isn't a fence. This is a bench. A bench over by the market stall could be good. Maybe like right there. And we could do some potted flowers. That would be really cute as well. Like maybe a couple here. Okay. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's build more houses. I'm getting distracted. I want to make our road a little bit longer though. We're going to have a road that's going to need to come up this way around here. So I don't want to put a house right there. But we can go this way a little bit more. And do a couple houses over here, I think. Yes, we can. So let's leave space for a road right there, and then we'll build 2 more houses here. You're planning on playing your OG Switch today, and it says an update is needed. It takes over 4 hours, and the ETA keeps increasing? Oh, that is... You know what? I did see that there was a Switch update. I'm guessing it's probably not going to take that long. I would think it wouldn't actually take that long. Maybe turn on both so both can update. Oh. You don't remember if you did it for the 3.0. Well, I would get them both on and updated and just see where it's at when it's time to start, because it could be done. I thought you did too. I thought you updated it to 3.0 because I thought that's where you were like messing around with some of the 3.0 stuff. That you weren't doing it all in Cozy Cove. Say down to 3.5 hours. Okay, as a higher population density decreases the residents' overall happiness. Make parks and open spaces and research, build and connect more buildings to maintain a high happiness. Let's build a research center. Okay, so we'll get our research center going. Ooh, I did not give myself enough space by this road. So we're gonna come way over here with the research center. But that's okay, because that doesn't actually have to be by stuff. So that's all right. Yeah, I would check them all and get all of them updating as much as you can. Okay, we need to add a worker. Add more workers. Okay. I can research an item! A fish stall! Beautiful. We've unlocked the fish stall. You have 18 out of 50 residents required to upgrade your city. This will unlock new features and buildings in the research menu. Maintain a high happiness and give 50 people a home. Your goal is to grow your new town into a bustling city. If you get lost... Okay, choose the encyclopedia. Alright, so here is our goal, is to get our population up. I do think I want to add some more... Like, let's add a few more researchers here, because that would be ideal. And what if we do... I'm trying to think. Okay, I gotta think for a second. Where do we want to add more houses? I kind of like the idea of maybe leaving, you know, we've got like this over here. We could make this area kind of like a plaza where we can have some of the businesses happening. So we could go this way and do some houses over on this side. Maybe let's do that. And we'll put a fish stall over here so that they have some food. So let's go ahead and bring our road like over this way a little bit. And we can still leave this pretty open. So what if we do like another street kind of come in off of this? See what I mean? How I like to make everything a grid. It is hard to plan stuff out. At least I know what's coming, but it is. Okay, let's do a couple houses like over here. No, update queued on Cozy Cove. Okay. Oh, we can research something now. Decorate buildings. I want to be able to decorate the buildings. Perfect. Because I'd like to... My first town was a mess. It was such a mess. It was so bad. Okay, let's go ahead and let's put some like little lights on the houses. Even so, I had a town that in the early access, like I unlocked pretty much everything. Like I was at the highest level of town that I could be. And it was still a bit of a mess. Like, and then you get the people that come in and they like want very specific things. And I'm like, oh man, but there's no food anywhere near where you want to live. So I do need to get better at like planning things out, I think. Okay, we're putting little decorations on the houses. Because look it's making all of our happiness go up so much. See how cute. And then we get to unlock more decorations. And it gets even better. Okay, we need to put down, let's do a fish stall that we can put like maybe right here, because these are small, so they can fit there. And then we can go ahead and move these two families in. Okay. And I do want to, what if we do like 5 people working here? My fan just like kicked on really high for a second. So we can do that. What else? Okay, what do we have for decorations that we can start putting around the pond? I mean, we don't have a lot at the moment. We will be unlocking more things. So we'll get there. We could put a couple little benches along the edge, like alongside the pond here. Ah. Like right here. Okay, sometimes I have a hard time rotating the item. And then we could do like a little tree right here. And we have a slide. What if we made like this area kind of picnicky when we get the picnic benches, And we kind of create like a kid's like play park over here across from these houses. And we could use the fence, like do a fence to kind of fence it in so the kids aren't playing in the road. Okay, I do know how to build fences. And we've got like the little arch, right? Like maybe you can get in over here by this path, right? And then we can do a fence here and then go up along here. And maybe we do a smaller arch on this side so the people in these houses can access the park too. Like we put this like here-ish. And then we'll keep going with our fence. I want it to be like pretty sizable, so we'll go like this, I think. Get it like this, right? Okay, there we go. Okay, that'll be cute, I think. And then we should put like a couple trees in here too. And maybe some potted flowers. We do have some research items, so we'll check those out too in just a second here. And then let's put the slide. Maybe it can go like right here. And we'll do a couple of benches inside here too, because like the parents will want to be able to sit down while their kids play. Okay, what can we research now? Let's see. Plant and flower decorations, tree and bush decoration. I honestly, I realize it's silly, but I kind of want to do the plant, I want to get my decorations going before I worry about more food stalls. Is that bad? Let's do the flower and plant decorations. I want more decorations. See, look at that. Look at all of the extra cuteness that we just got added to us. Like, we can do little flowers now around. They really are. We can have, you know, like little flower patches and places and stuff. It's very cute. I like it. We're gonna do more trees and bushes next as well. Okay, I do want to, let's see, where are we at? We need more work decorations. So let's do, you know what I really want? I want the flowering bush unlocked, but that'll be a little bit before we get to that point. What if we put this over here by the warehouse? Let's do one there, and we don't really have anything by the research building. So let's do that. We also need more lighting in places. So let's get some lights on the corners. Oh, what if we did a little arch here that leads you onto the walking path? And then I think I want to wait until I get the hedge fence, and we could do a hedge fence along here. I think that would look better than the other fences. Okay, see, now we can do trees and bushes. More decorations. Also, there is an ad that's gonna play in just a few minutes. So when that ad plays, we are gonna take a self-care break, and it's a good time for everyone to get up, to move around, stretch, do those things that you need to do to take care of yourself. We do want to make sure we're engaging in self-care. Okay, I want some flowers over by the fish stall, I think. I wish I could like put them right up on against the stall, but I can't. Oh, we could do it by the street light though. That's actually kind of cute. A little bit here. I kind of like that. And then we could do a couple bushes in... maybe not. Maybe I'm not loving the bushes right now. We could do bushes though in here, in this little area. And trying to think what else I want to put. We have the little well, which is quite cute. Oh, there is the ad break. All right, we're gonna take a real quick self-care break while that ad break runs, and I will be back in a few minutes. So engage in some self-care.
My only direction, it's fire on fire.
All right, I am back. Thank you all for sticking around during that ad break. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, so we still need quite a few people to move into our city. And I'm like focusing on decorating. So we probably should get some more houses built so we can get a little bit further along. So let's do a couple more houses over here. These houses don't have any trees. They need some trees. Let's extend our road a little bit too. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, let's extend our road a little bit more like this way. And then we can have the road kind of run along the edge of the cliff here a little bit. Or we can have one come off this way. That's also a possibility. This house, though, does not have any food. That's a problem. Because this doesn't quite go far enough. But we should be able, yeah, there we go. We can research. Let's do a vegetable stall. And we'll add a vegetable stall over here, which should provide food to this house. And then let's do another one. No, I don't want you to be blue. Let's make you white. Do another house right here. And we can get some little decorations going on these houses before we get people ready to move in. They need some trees. They don't have any trees yet. So we need to get them some trees. Okay, you need a worker. And we need another warehouse person. Okay. Wait, they still don't have... Seriously? We need to move this down? Okay, we need better roads. What if we put it on this side? If we put it on this side... Oh, it still doesn't quite reach this house, does it? Well, shoot. Well, we'll get there. We will get there. All right, let's get some trees happening. I should also probably think about yards with some of these houses. But I don't really think too much about yards, to be honest with you. Sometimes a house gets a yard. A lot of times they don't. Okay, well, let's move in. Oh, let's move in this family. It looks like they've got twins. That's kind of cute. And then they've got the park right here. The Switch was trying to update 3 different games at the same time, so you canceled the 2 you did not play. Very good. I'm glad you got it figured out, and I'm glad it looks like that it's updating properly for you. Okay, let's upgrade our fruit. Greater reach. Perfect. That's what we need. We need greater reach. Okay, and we'll do the fruit stall, like, over here. And then once we get the greater reach, it'll be a lot better, and we can expand our housing a little bit more. You need a thing. Excellent. All right, let's get a few more decorations around these shops. I kind of want to put another... Let's do a light right here. Which seems like a weird place, admittedly, but it isn't. Do that, and then let's do a couple of trees back in here. To kind of give us some more decorations around these shops and these stalls. Oh, this person desires to be at a house near the water. Well, I don't really have any houses on the water yet. So you might have to wait. Because nobody's close to the water. And I don't want to put any houses around here. This is going to be like, back in here I think will be more of our businesses and stuff. So we do have water back here. So we could do some homes by this little pond back this way. So that's a possibility. We also have a big space up here and some spaces over here. A family with traits arrived. Well, I realize this, but the family with the traits are gonna have to wait. Also, so if there's just like a single adult, I will cancel the family. That sounds terrible, but I'm like, I don't want to waste like housing space when I just get like one worker out of it. And I realize that sounds awful. But there we have it. Like, no. We need more people. We're gonna have a house for you. It needs to have more like working potential. All right, how about, oh, we say have 5. I like maxing out my research because it does give us just like so many more options for decor and such. Okay. Let's think a little bit about where our next bit of housing is gonna go. We can do... So we can take the road along this way a little bit. And then if we do a road kind of coming through here, I think that could work. And then it would kind of come along the cliff a little bit. This is a little weird looking, I realize. But that would give us space that we could put some houses along here. Like, let's see, if we did a house... Yeah, let's do that. Let's connect this road to this road. Like this. And then we have room where we can put like 2 houses here. I don't think they're gonna have access to anything, really, but we can put them here. I want you to be straighter there. Stop snapping. Okay. And then this could be a kind of like a parkish area, like just like a little one. Do like a big tree right here. You know, nothing like major, but just like something kind of small on this corner, just to give them a bit of that open space. A little something like that. Oh, maybe these houses do have access. If they do. It's just this one over here that doesn't. So we could move this family in over here. Oh, they need some decorations on their house. So let's get that. Let's get a street lamp here and a little light on their house. And another little light on this one. We'll get some of these guys going. And then we can do, what if we did a large tree? And then that way their houses aren't like, you know, you're not necessarily like looking into your neighbor's house like out of your backyard. Okay, we still don't have a house for these people who want a river or want water. But now we have greater reach. Oh, that makes so many things better. Okay. It does mean we have to add more labor, though. Alright, there. Now all of our houses have food access. These people want mini flower decorations, which that's easy enough to obtain because we just need to put some flowers around. See, this house right here is already almost at it. So what if we do like a little like fence? I have that tree in the way. Let's move this tree. We can put the fence, you know, give them a little bit of a yard, maybe. Oh, we can come this way. Okay, so they have a little yard. And let's do a little flower patch kind of over around by these trees. That could be really cute. And then we could have a little bench over here. Ah. Be a nice little quiet spot to be. I didn't mean to click that. We can also do like, you can do hanging baskets. And then you can do little potted flowers on like the edge of the balconies. Okay, that's probably good. It is. This is a good place for that family to come. So we'll move them in there. We have this house over here that we can put some people in. How far is our reach going this way? Like if we did another road going this way that maybe came up here like this and kind of by the water, and if we plopped a house here. I realize that's kind of like a weird spot. Oh, it does get food. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's get some houses then over on this side. We could even do like a little walking path in between the houses. So let's do like 4 houses right here. And hopefully one of these counts as being close enough to the water that they'll be happy. Okay, let's give them some little lights. Perfect. And we'll do another one like over here. And let's get our little potted flowers. I realize that I'm kind of doing the same thing to all the houses, but I think they're cute little decorations. And we can do some large trees back in here as well. put like a large tree over here too. Realize that was kind of random, but oh, and we could do a bench over here by like a couple little benches over here by this pond as well. With maybe a little tree here. Maybe a bush. Too. Okay. And then we could have some flowers. Alright, let's see. Okay, it's not perfect, but this is close enough to the water that I think we can put that family there. Oh, this is just one person. This is where I'm gonna dismiss this family. I'm sorry. Sorry, you're gonna get dismissed. We need better productivity from our people. I hate to break it to you. But we do. Okay, really, we're at the point where we just need to get our people, because we've got all of our research. We just need more people. And we do still need more work decoration. I'm not very good at remembering to decorate where people are working. That is probably the place where I am my worst. So I feel like we could do maybe a couple little trees by these. And this one needs a little bit of something too. So we could do like a little tree here. And I like the idea of like maybe some more flowers around. Thank you. Like I said, I really love this game. Like a lot. We could also potentially... What if we did a little fence? To kind of like fence in the stalls a little bit. Let's go this way a little bit further. And then we could put a well back here. Like this is for the stalls, they can access the well. For whatever they need, like that's their little thing, and we could do a little tree. I get that. I do understand that. Okay, here we go. We should be able to move these guys in. This family. Oh, this one is plus 20. Perfect. And then I think we still have the house over here. We do. So let's move this family in over here. And we'll increase our demand. Okay. There we go. Work decoration is still a little bit low. So let's look at these stalls over here, because I don't have a lot. We could do... I still wish I could put these closer. Oh, let's do a wooden bench in between them. And maybe we do... Those are kind of large. We could do a little sunflower, some little sunflower patches over here. That could be really cute. Like a little bit of like sunflower over there. There we go. That's up to 5% now. That's good. Oh, we just need 7 more people. How many open houses do we have? We have 2 more open houses. Okay, let's move this family in over here. Okay, we just need 4 now. Hopefully we get a family of 4, and then we can move them into that last house. I know I've accumulated a lot of research points. It's because I've spent all my research points. I have spent them. We have this, like, one house that has a fence around it. Maybe we should put some more fences. It looks a little weird that there's just one. So let's do a fence, like, all the way down here. And then go like this. Okay, and then we may have to move some of these trees to get the fences in there. I wasn't really thinking about fencing. When I put them down. Yeah, we're gonna have to move some trees around a little bit, but that's okay. We can move you back here. Go here. Back. Right there. And then we'll do, I think this tree, well, what if we move you more back this way? And then this one can kind of come this way a little bit more. Okay, I think that'll be okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, family of 4. Perfect. Okay, we can now upgrade our town. All right, let's do it. We're upgrading our town. All right, we are up a level of our town. We have 50 residents. And we have quite a lot of research points that we can spend. Okay, we have unlocked a new need of apparel, and our research menu has expanded. Okay, you want to talk to me? We're all excited about the potential for our town to grow into a prosperous city. Everything's going swell. Every once in a while with this game, it, like, makes my fan, like, really kick. And then it, like, calms down for a second, and I don't know why. There's, like, this is not a very, you wouldn't think that this is a game that would be particularly taxing, but it does that every so often. Everything's going swell, though some of the new arrivals are experiencing issues. I suggest building yourself a house first, one with a big mailbox. That way we'll know how to reach you if we ever have any requests for our little town. Okay, so we need to build a mayor's house. Your laptop does that too with this. I don't know what it is. Like, why it does that. Alright, so we've got a lot of things that we can upgrade. Do I want to go with park decorations and then terraforming and animal decorations first? Yes, I do. And we are gonna, in fact, go with park decorations to begin with. But we do need to build a mayor's house. Now, I'm gonna pause it for a second while we think. I kind of like having my mayor's house be, like, centrally located. Yeah, it is like the computer's version of a deep breath. So what if we put the mayor's house, like, back here? That way it's, like, it's still, like, kind of in the center of everything, but, like, we're not putting it in a place that's gonna be blocking other things. So what if we put it, like, right there, and then we'll connect roads to it. Obviously we need to connect roads to it, because we don't need to worry about, with the mayor's house, we don't have to worry about, like, commerce being able to get to it or anything like that. We can just, like, plop it down and call it good. And then we'll just connect these roads to it. There we go. Perfect. And then we can use this area to do like some of our commerce type stuff over here in front of the mayor's house. Like this will be maybe like the town center. Amazing! Your house looks great! I'm sure the first requests will start coming in soon. We are all thrilled to have such an involved mayor in town. Don't worry if it takes a while to address any of our concerns. We're patient, townfolk. Okay, we do have a request available. Hello, Mayor. When I moved here, I didn't realize I would have to survive without my favorite tailor. I fear I'm getting desperately out of fashion. Would you be a dear and build a clothing boutique in our little town? And make sure they sell red clothes, dear. I hear it's the latest trend in the big city. Alright, so we need to research the clothing store, which we can do. We can also research clothing colors. See, this is the benefit of having all of our, like, extras. Alright, and then we have to connect a functional clothing store. So... let's do that. What if we do it, like, right here? It's next to the park, but I think that's okay. Like, I think this is an okay place to put it. So we'll get that started. And we have another research thing that we can do. Oh, I don't want to research Halloween decorations right now. Don't really care about Halloween decorations at the moment. Okay, we're gonna add our people. Oh, we need another person at our warehouse. And then we need to set the color to red. Red. Awesome. 1,000 thanks, Mayor. Even those big city folks will be envious of my beautiful garments. You look stunning. My Mayor, aren't you handing out compliments today? Halloween is all year round, though, surely. Yeah, I'm actually not really a Halloween person. Unpopular opinion. But I'm not. I don't love Halloween. Oh, I forgot we got all of these perk things. Oh, there's a picnic blanket now? I think that's new. Oh. Okay. Okay, real quickly, let's take a quick look at our research menu and see what we want to save up for. I think a bigger warehouse, for sure, is the next thing that we want to save up for. Because it looked like we're using up a lot of our one warehouse, so I think getting a bigger one would be good. And then the second floor housing is also really nice because then I don't have to build more houses to add more population. Also good. Plus there's also these over here. So I think these 4 are gonna be our priority to begin with. Used to be bigger on Halloween than you are now. You lack of space mellowed you out a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, Halloween has never really been my favorite. I don't get super into it. I know some people do, and like, that's awesome. I am happy for those people. It's just not, it's not me. Okay, we've got like our park over here. So let's get some of these park decorations out. Like, let's get a wooden swing over here and a little merry-go-round kind of guy. And then we have a tumbling bar that we could put over here. And then we have our picnic tables. And I do want picnic tables over by the pond. But I kind of want them to be the same color. I want you to be the same color. Let's do one. What if we do one like kind of over here, closer to the lake? Maybe we'll leave it like that for now. And then we could do a single little flower on the picnic tables. It'd be really cute. Okay, there we go. We can start with that for now. And we'll build up more things with the park as we unlock more items. Kind of want another tree like over here. You just get out a few decks. Boof wears his Halloween sweaters and you got a Halloween coloring book. I think that works. Okay, bigger warehouse. We're taking that one. Okay, what is our new request? I don't want to play hide and seek. Don't you like it anymore? Of course I do, but there's no pretty flowers. I want to hide in bushes with flowers. What does that have to do with hide and seek? I just wanna... Oh, I love the flowery bush. I love the flowery bush. Okay, we're gonna set this like here. Okay, we have to plant 8 flowery bushes and then 4 regular bushes. This feels like a good... Well, we could move it. What if we move this area more over here? That way we can keep building up this park area. You don't have allergies with... No, for sure. I love the flowering bushes. Honestly, I love them. I think they're really cute. Let's put one like right here. Wait, that's not in the circle. Never mind. We're not gonna put one right there. Let's put one over here. And we have flowers there, but what if we put a flowering bush here and here? That's 3 of them. We'll put one over here. We need some regular bushes. I think I want some small ones. We could do small ones outside of this. Okay, that's all of our small ones. We need more flowering now. We need 5 more flowery bushes, which is fine, because I really like these. All right, let's put one right there. And we can put one... I don't know if I want it right by the picnic table. We'll put a couple more over here. And let's do one maybe here. And let's do one inside there. Excellent. Those flower bushes smell good. I love the flower bushes. I think there might be one of my favorite decorations in this game. Hide and seek smells great now with all these flower bushes. I want to play. I still don't know what this has to do with hide and seek. Go on and play, little ones. Thanks. They are my favorite. Like, I want to put the flower bushes everywhere. They're definitely my favorite. Alright, okay, how many people do we need? Oh, 120. Okay, that's a lot more people. That we need to put in places that have access. Can we put a house right here? Yes. It's a little snug, but we can fit one right there. So let's put one there. You think on your first town you made a flower meadow? I love that. I love the flowers. I want to put some more over here in this little, like, area that we made. Like, I feel like this needs some flowery bushes too. Like, kind of maybe by the ends of the fences. Back here by the well. It'd be really cute. Okay, people have more apparel needs. They might just have to deal a little bit for right now. Okay, I don't want to get a... We're gonna hold off on the butcher, because I'd like to add in the second floor housing next. I think that'll make it better as far as, like, increasing our population. So let's get some more lights along here. And we need to decorate this little house as well. I like the idea of a large tree here, and then maybe like a couple of smaller trees to kind of fill in. And we'll do our normal potted flowers in the windows. And we need some flowering bushes. Maybe a couple over here along the trees. And then like some just regular flowers too. Could do a small, this one, we have these people, this family that wants a lot of trees. So I'm thinking that this is the place that we're gonna put them. What if we do this tree? And then we can do a couple little, like a small tree in here. Okay, that should be good from the tree perspective on that house. You think you put a lot of people around the pond too? Like this pond? Or... Yeah, around the pond is a good place for putting people. I do agree. But I also tend to make that like where my commerce is, which I said I was going to do something different, and then I proceeded to not do something different. Okay, yeah, this is a good place for this family. And we have a new request. We also have... We can do a shoemaker. Okay, you're gonna wait. Let's see what our request is, though. Oh, flowers. I don't know why I read people into that. I swear I thought you typed people. I don't know why. Yeah. There'll be more flowers going in around the pond, too. Every tree in the neighborhood looks the same. They're all leafy. How about we plant a bunch of pine trees to spruce up our town? Yeah, give me some tree variation. Oh, there are too many spruces, you think? No, it is a rough day. No, too many oaks. We need pines. I have some saplings and mulch laying around. Mayor, maybe you could plant 10 pines around here. Okay, where do we want to put the pine trees? Maybe around the pond area. What if we go a little bit more this direction? And we can do some pine trees in here. With more flowers to come. See, here we go, pine trees. See, like, let's pop a pine tree over by this house. This is a really big one. All right, this one can go... What if it goes... No, that's too big to go there, I think. I think this one needs to be more like here. We can do another one, like maybe... That's not in our circle. Gotta keep it in the circle. We could do another one over here. We could do one here. This is a lot of trees to put in, like, this area. It'll be okay, though. It'll be alright. Alright, let's put this one here on, like, the corner of the pond, I think. And what if we replace this tree with a pine tree? But I want a fuller pine tree. Yeah, I want this one. Okay. We need 4 more. This is very large. Let's do... a smaller variation right there. Let's put one in the middle of the pond. We can do another small one. There. Oh, you know what? Our overlap kind of comes this way. What if we put one here next to the warehouse? Okay, that works. So we're not getting quite as... I wish there were like more variations of these trees that were not quite so massive. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna delete some of these because I don't like that they look so similar. Pine trees are the loveliest. It's so much more foresty here now. Deciduously so. Okay, I don't want all of these here. Let's get rid of a couple of them. Let's get rid of those. It was just like too much that looked the same. I wish there were various sizes of them. Oh, we can do our research now. Let's do our second floor housing. Add a floor to the house, making room for an additional family to live in the residence. Each house has a maximum of 3 floors, and prices scale up for an additional floor. Okay. So, we can, in theory, we can go ahead and like upgrade houses and make them taller. Which maybe we should do. Well, you know what? We're gonna get a quest to upgrade houses, so I might wait a minute, because you have to like build 10 new houses or something like that. So I might want to wait on that. We could upgrade one. Let's do this one. And we will add in more of our decorations to it. Let's do the bigger potted flowers for up here. I guess they're not really different. And then let's move in one of these families here. We need another person working here. There's still more demand for this building. You can place another building of this type to fulfill the remaining demand. You know, maybe I need to do this better. Like, I tend to not add like additional versions of the same building in my town. I tend to like keep like them as like one. But maybe it wouldn't be bad to add another poultry stall. Like over in this area, maybe. We have another request. Yesterday, I sat down on a bench and got a splinter in my leg. It hurt really bad. Perhaps our town is growing so much some of the old wooden benches are wearing down with use. It's even making our children cry. I'm not crying, you're crying. It would be a good idea to replace 5 wooden benches with these new steel benches. Okay, replace wooden benches with steel benches. I don't really like the steel benches, but okay. We'll do it. We'll do it in like with the benches that we have kind of around by buildings. You hated having multiple stores or stalls of the same thing, but it became, yeah. I managed to do it in my other save without having multiples, which is crazy. But I did it. It's just people didn't have like the variety of things that maybe they wanted. I just don't like the look of these benches as much. Okay, we need one more. I guess we could put one over here. Let's do that. Yeah, it was it was a little crazy. Nicely done putting up those steel benches. That will prevent other children from definitely not getting hurt to the point of crying. You probably should never had a splinter in your leg. Okay, we have some upgrades that we can do. All right, butcher. I think I want to get a shoemaker because we have like a desire for more apparel. So let's get a shoemaker. And what if we put the shoemaker like over on this side of town? Like by these houses. Like it could go over here, maybe. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't feel like it was good planning. It kind of felt a little haphazard. I could show you. Do you want to see that town? We'll come back to this town, obviously. But do you want to see that save? I can show you what that madness looks like, because it feels like madness. Okay, you'll take a look. All right, let me save this game. Wait, no, I don't want to overwrite that one. How do I have 2 campaign 4s? Oh wait, I can rename it. Oh, let's rename this stream. There we go. Okay. That bench dialogue reminds you of the time you got splinters in your butt. See, then you would understand. Okay, it's this one. No, don't say. I already saved. We're good. So this is the one where I've got like everything in it. It's a little bit, it's madness. And I finished it when I did this one, it was still in early access. So there were like the new town wasn't, like the third town wasn't established. So I would not call it well planned. I would call it very haphazard. Okay, it's got to go through and like process everything. Wait, don't hold on. What are you telling me? Why are you telling me this? This town was fine. Wait, this is not how this was. There we go. Okay, that was scaring me for a second. I was like, that's not how this town was. That's better. Okay, so this is my one that's like, it's fully maxed out. Oh wait, maybe it's not fully maxed out. Maybe they're, oh, these must be new things, because those were not there. Okay, so like this is the starting area, like right here, right? So I'm doing like almost the exact same thing because I'm ridiculous. I have a park over here, kind of forgetting what I had done before. And then like my mayor's house. And then like if you go, as you go this way, you start to get up into the artisan district over here. And then these are my bourgeois district over here. And then we've got kind of like another town center happening that's like more for like the artsy fartsy stuff. Like my university is up here, all the theater type stuff. So a lot of the things that like the higher class wanted are up in this area. And then we have more of the artisan, and then all of my farms are over here. So it's got all of the farmland happening. Anyway, yeah, and then this is just more like regular residents back this way with a few things added that they needed because they didn't have access to all of it. But yeah, this is it. This is the town that I had like finished before early access ended. So it's I feel like it's kind of crazy and haphazard. But there it is. We have like the little park over here. Lots of 3-story houses. You like it? I'm glad you like it. I think it's a little crazy and haphazard, but there it is. It was fun doing. I wanted to get through all of it before the early access ended. So we did. We got through all of it. All right, we'll go back to our other save that we've been working on. Very different from like a size comparison. I don't need to save this because we didn't do anything. It looks well. You have no notes. Oh, well, thank you. You're debating whether you want to help a coworker today until, or wait until she's, oh. You're not really. Then don't do it. If you're not feeling it, don't do it. I'm not being very nice today. Out of office. Got it. See, brain is not braining. On that one. Okay, we do have an ad break that is going to play in a couple of minutes here. So when the ad break plays, we will do a little self-care break and get up and stretch and move around and do those things that we need to do to take care of ourselves. So make sure that you are doing those things. You gave up on being nice, yeah. Yeah, and if you're not feeling it, don't expend the extra energy. Exactly. Exactly. I'm just not feeling very nice. That's a me problem. You know what? We have this tree swing. What if we put this, because we have this, we have like this little area right here, and I think this would be a really cute place to put the tree swing. I want to move, let's move this tree somewhere else. Let's put you like over here. I don't necessarily want to get rid of you, but I don't want you to be right there. I want to put in this tree swing. And we can put this like over here, I think. And I think that would be really, really cute. And we can do like a couple wooden benches over here too. In this area. And then of course, flowers. Like a flowery bush here. And like here and here. You get very tired of being one of the few people that can help the other. That's totally valid. I don't blame you on that. Very, very valid. Maximum effort for many rulers is so last century, right? It really, really, truly is. Okay, what if we put a large, like just a normal bush kind of back here in that corner? That could work. There, I like that. And then let's do a couple of little like street lamps right there. Okay, that's a cute little like flower area, I think. What can we research? Oh, right, Halloween decorations. Part of me is like, let's just do the Halloween decorations so it stops popping up. Okay, we need some more houses. But we also have an ad break coming. So maybe we'll wait. We could do... Let's do a little street here. Oh, wait. It's not the line tool. I wanted the line. I'm not good at drawing the things freeform, so that's why I use the line tool. Okay, let's use you and go like here, and then we'll connect. We'll make a little block of houses right here. And then we'll do some houses here along like the cliff. I think that could work. Because we might get somebody who wants to live by a cliff. So let's do that. You're having some pain today and you're thinking it might be time for elevation. Ah, if you know, you know. I do know. I do. And if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. All right, that ad break is going to play. So we're going to take a self-care break. So make sure you are all engaging in self-care because that is very important. So get up, stretch, take care of your needs. I'm also going to engage in a little bit of self-care. And then we'll come back and we'll keep working on our little town here, which is, you know, it's slowly, it's getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. So let's take a little break. I'll turn some music on and we'll be back in just a few minutes when that ad break is over. Alright, I am back. Thank you everyone for sticking around during that ad break. I appreciate it. Sorry, I was conversing with Awen about food time this evening because she has her diving program. So I was like, we're trying to figure out what time we're gonna eat dinner. We're gonna eat early. So mainly because like Ewan will be starving. You seriously do not like this guy upstairs with the unruly dog. He's letting her come again? Like, dude, etiquette. Like, learn how to be a pet parent because, like, clearly you don't know how if this is the situation that we're in. So, not cool. All right, let's get back to building up our town here. He's standing outside your window talking to someone else and not minding his dog. Of course he's not. Because that would make sense and be reasonable. And why would we be reasonable? Okay, let's see how people are doing. We do have some people who are very happy with their clothing situation, their apparel. But the optician is the only other apparel thing that we can, like, get right now. We could do a butcher, which is like, you know, better food than what we're getting out of the food stalls. So, or, you know what? Let's get the butcher. Let's do it. Let's do the butcher. On the plus side, he's not screaming at her at the moment. That is good. Poor baby. Alright, I kind of want to put the butcher, like, up over here. Just because, like, I'm thinking about, like, I don't know that I want to live next to a butcher. So, like, maybe along the edge of the town somewhere. But also, we're gonna need a bigger warehouse. So let's see. Let's put the butcher over here next to the research station. I think that'll work. And then we'll do a little bit of decorating around it. We still don't have a lot of decorations around, like, the buildings. I can click on things and look at that. Let's get our workers. Yeah, see, we're gonna need to build the upgraded warehouse pretty soon. I wish I could just upgrade this particular warehouse, but I cannot. Alright, let's get some more decoration around. We'll put one of these benches over here. And we can let's do a pine tree there. And what if we do, like, some little flowers through here? To end... You know what? I just realized I put this bench right in front of the door. Maybe that's not the best place to put that. And then we'll do some flowering bushes, because I love these. And they're so damn cute. Eh. You really want to check out that new game, Witchspire, but it seems like a game that's better played with others. Oh, really? I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen some people playing it. But I haven't, you know, I haven't looked super closely at it. I'm just checking this for where we're at with decoration points. And it looks like we could add more. Yeah, I understand that, um, the frustration of like not of games that play well with like play with other people and then not necessarily having the other people to play with or that are available to play with. Kind of gives you Palia vibes. I haven't, like I said, I need to watch a little bit more of gameplay of it. Oh, I forgot there's this. We have this picnic. Oh, wait. This is so cute. Where do we want to put the picnic blanket? Okay, what we've got picnic tables over here. What if we put the picnic blanket? Wait, let's put it in here. That's so cute. And we could put like a little flower by it. I forgot about the picnic blanket. It's cute. It's so stinking cute. I don't want to get too carried away putting picnic blankets all over the place, but I also kind of want to put picnic blankets all over the place. I also, oh, I do have hedges now. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna put hedges here. There we go. That way it kind of like creates this as like being a bit more parkish. Need to reboot the machine. All right, Speckle, sounds good. And then we could do a couple little trees. Like in there. And then let's do some flowers along here, I think. See, I'm obsessed with the flowers. I'm not even like working on building the city. I'm just decorating. We could put a couple little single flowers in there too. That's cute. And then of course, flowery bushes. Rinny, welcome in. It is good to see you. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing well. We are having just like a really low-key town to city stream today. I kind of want those to match. It's been a little bit of a rough week, so we're just doing super low-key chill stuff. But apart from it just being a little bit of a tough week, it's been a pretty good day. I almost want to make like a sunflower field somewhere. Right? I love this game as well. It's seriously one of my favorite games. It's so good. And I was just like in the mood for just really calm, chill sort of vibes. Not on this save, but we're going to right now. I just started this town, this stream, so we're not really very far. We're just in a hamlet. I'm actually doing a little bit more decorating than I am actually doing anything else. I know they've thought of all of the little details. It's amazing. Let's get a couple of ducks going on in our pond here. And we can do some swans. I love how they swim around too. They don't just stay in one spot. Perfect. I mean, we have this little pond over here too. We should put some over here. I also love how in this game, at least early on, I know later on it gets like there's moments where like money becomes a struggle, but like it isn't really like a money struggle in this game very much. Oh, we have hopscotch too. Let's put a hopscotch. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, this guy is over here. He's laying on the picnic basket. It is a relaxing struggle. It is. It's like a very low stakes game. There's no rush to do anything, right? There's no deadlines to complete. You just do it. This is so cute. I love it. This is the first time that I'm playing since the 1.0 update. I think I want to move. Let's move this maybe like over here, and let's put the hopscotch over here. And I think I want to put in another swing too. Let's put another swing over here. I don't like that swatch. I like this one. Let's put this swing over here. I haven't done anything with the new stuff. I was showing earlier in stream, I have like one town that I completely maxed before the 1.0 update. But I haven't done anything really yet with the new stuff, and we're just kind of, so it's been, I'm very low spoons today, so we're just kind of just vibing. You know what, I put in these houses and then we never actually moved anyone into them. Let's do that now. Let's move you in, and then see, this is again just a one worker household, but that's fine. We'll move them in because there's 3 people. Lurk for meeting. Thank you for the lurk, Rennie. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. Okay, should we just unlock the stupid Halloween decorations and get it over with? Let's just do it. Okay, you saw an old knight's ghost. He was moaning and dragging his sword through the dirt. I swear he did. Please make the ghost go away before he scares everyone. Okay. I often take this and I just stick it up here where it's like away from the town, and then I delete it all. Because it's not Halloween. I don't feel the need to have these decorations out when it's not Halloween. Right? Okay, here's our gravestone by this tree. And we have to put a single flower by the grave. Okay. And then we have to put lanterns, which means the pumpkins, because there's no other lanterns that count. So let's just, well, let's get the trees put in, and then we'll put the pumpkins in. Here's our creepy trees. And then here are all of our pumpkins by the creepy trees. If it was actually Halloween, we might decorate a little bit for Halloween, but it's not. Okay, there we go. We dealt with the night ghost. Oh, thank you! With the old night chased away, I can start adventuring in the woods again. Ghosts be gone! You do realize it was just your imagination, right? Does she realize that? You wanna... Oh, you're a single person. You get dismissed. I don't... That isn't my philosophy or my policy in real life, but in this game, one single person going into one of my houses is not efficient use of my planning, so they get dismissed. We'll add that family for, you know what? I didn't decorate these houses. They need their decorations. So let's get our decorations up. Oh, we need some street lights there. Okay, and then our flowers. Flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers. And yeah, I think we'll give these guys some fences. We'll do wooden fences. Oh, like we can go all the way back to the cliff wall, I guess. That would be okay. I actually want you to be, oh, shoot. Let me redraw that. I didn't want it to be over quite as far as I drew it, so let's do it this way instead. Go like this. Okay, there we go. And then let's do our little fences in between the houses. Okay, that works. And we need some trees. Let's do like a pine tree. We could kind of do a few pine trees since we're kind of by the cliff. I feel like that makes sense. And then we'll do some regular trees as well. Let's do a tree there. I like that, I think. And then we can do another one like up front. Here. I can squeeze it in. There we go. And then maybe a couple of smaller trees as well. Near the front. Okay. And we can give them a smattering of flowers. Maybe a couple in their backyards. Some cute flowers. And of course, flowering bushes. Because we have to have the flowering bushes. Always. Perfect. Oh, we need another person at our butcher. Oh, and we need another person at our shoemaker as well. Very nice. Okay, I'm trying to remember when because you get a quest at some point to like build a bunch of houses. So maybe we're kind of, I mean, I guess we still have a few things to unlock. So we're not like super close to needing to do our upgrade, but we're getting there. We're getting close. We could do the optician next. Let's see. You have more on this side. I guess they're kind of... No, the clothing store doesn't go as far. So I think maybe we put the optician on this side. Because the houses over here only have like one access to apparel, whereas the houses over here have two. So the clothing store's range isn't as good as the shoemaker's range, it looks like. This one gets access to the clothing store, but that looks to be about it. So I think we want to do that. Let's go ahead and let's add second stories to these 4 houses here. And add in a few more of our flowers for the windows. We gotta keep them looking nice. All the decorations. Okay, yeah, let's get the optician. And I want to put that over here. And then we maybe need to decorate around these buildings a little bit more. Let's put you right here. Look at that. We have 100% happiness. The town do be thriving. But our work decoration is still kind of low. So we probably should add some more like little decor things around the work stuff. Yeah, like it's only at 6%. Oh, you lost your connection because of this. Okay, we need a bigger warehouse. So let's put in the bigger warehouse. Let's delete that. Yeah, let's put that here. So that, because we're gonna need that. Okay, I think let's start with benches. You've added more workers than are necessary. I hate it when it does this. Okay, let's clear you and then let's add these on. And is everybody good now? Everybody's good now. Perfect. Okay. We can move these families in because we did upgrade those houses. So let's move in that family and we'll move in this family. And they have kids, which is great because the park is right there. Okay, I want to come over here and I want to put down some more benches, I think. Let's do one here. And maybe not. Okay, we do need more lighting though. So let's do a light here. Let's do a light here, and let's do a light here. And what if we did hedges around them? The optician's building is really weird looking. It really kind of is. And then it separates them kind of from the walking path as well, because it would be a little weird from the walking path perspective to like access the back of these buildings, I think. So we can kind of separate them with hedges. And I think that will be okay. Yeah, like that. I think that works. It looks like a face. It's really weird. It's a little strange. Oh, this family of 5 wants built a house near food. What if we, like, very cheekily move this family here? And we can move this family here. Perfect. Oh, we need another person working here. Oh, and we need another person working here, too. Okay. let's do some... We're gonna stick... Actually, what if we did potted flowers? I want to put you... Oh, I forgot I can put them in the windows. Oh, let's do that. Let's get potted flowers going in these windows. Maybe that makes that a little less weird if it has flowers in it. I don't know. Okay, there we go. That's better. And let's do a couple little flowering bushes by the hedges, maybe? Oh, I guess there's this strip right here. What if we do... Let's do a little small tree in here, a couple small trees. And let's get some like regular green bushes in here to kind of fill this space in a little bit. And then I want to do some flowering bushes. And then let's do just some like flowers in general in here. Just to kind of create like a cute little something there. Okay. I know, and with a massive nose as well. I think it's a little bit better putting the flowers in the windows. Like a little bit better. Still not amazing, but a little bit better. Okay, I want to put some trees back here too. To kind of, you know, separate it off a little bit and it looks a little bit nicer. Right? Because nobody wants to be walking along this path and having to stare at the back of businesses. Like, nobody wants that. So let's kind of block it with some trees. And maybe a few little flowers in here. There we go. That's better. See, now you're not staring at the back of ugly buildings. Okay. Flowers, yeah, flowers help a lot. Which means we've gotten the decoration points up quite a bit for our these work decorations too. So that's a positive as well. Okay. I'm feeling like we maybe need to add in a few more houses. I do have plans for this area. We just haven't filled it in yet. So, like, this will get filled in with stuff. Don't worry. Although, I'm wondering about... So we are kind of like, this is kind of parkish. And I want that to be, like, separated from the businessy stuff. I'm wondering about taking a hedge and just kind of coming all the way across like this with the hedge. Like we did on the other side, like we did over here, but we just haven't really done it on this side yet. And like the same thing behind the clothing shop. That you could just kind of like come in here like this and we could put a bush right here to separate it off. Yeah, like a bush here. That looks better. You'd separate it too. Yeah, I feel like we want this to stay like parkish and we don't want you know, the commerce building areas kind of filling in that, like, detracting from that. We could also do another, let's do another, like, tree swing over here, I think. Like, maybe right there. We could do a little tree swing. And then we could do another tree, let's do, like, one of these pine trees, like, right here. Yeah, exactly. Keep it feeling as natural as we possibly can. I wish, you know what I kind of also want? I wouldn't mind having, like, having them add, like, squirrels or, like, deer or birds. Like, not, like, ducks and stuff, but just, like, other birds in the area that you could put around. I think would be really cute. Okay. I'm liking how we're starting to take shape here. Okay, we can unlock tastier meats and terraforming. I want to unlock terraforming. Because I kind of want to... I kind of want to put, like, a little island in the center of the pond that we'll do more with later. But I kind of, that's what I kind of want to do. With, like, a couple little trees. Like that. Because later we can add, we'll be able to add bridges. And we could do, like, a little bridge out to the island. And we can have, like, a little picnic table or something on it. So I think that would be really cute as well. Okay, well, let's get some more houses put down. Because all of our houses now have residents, and we have people... Oh, wait, you're a single person. I'm sorry. Bye. Yeah, all of our... We don't have, like, like, houses for anybody to move into. So I feel like we need to add in some more housing. I just don't know where I want to go next with the housing. I mean, we're kind of evenly spread right now. Well, sort of. We've got 11 houses over here, and we've got 8 houses over here. So I think maybe let's go this way a little bit. Again, we're gonna kind of... I like laying out my roads and then kind of deciding from there. Because I think we're gonna need a road kind of coming this way. Because we're gonna have to get up into this area eventually. And then... I don't know, maybe we don't need a road coming up in this direction. Maybe we just do another 2 houses, like, right here. Like, do you here and then you here? Like, maybe that's okay. And then I want to do a hedge, I think, behind these houses. Oops, that's not where I wanted to put that. That way, like, if we want to put any other houses along here, it's not like the side you know, the sides aren't necessarily like butting up to each other. Yeah, it is. There is so much about this game that is like very satisfying. But I think I want to do a hedge just kind of like back this way. Like that. And then I'm gonna do the tall wooden fence. Or maybe we just do hedges, but let's just do hedges in general with these guys. Oops. And I think I want to get rid of this road bit right here. Oops. Let's do you here, and then come this way a little bit. And then I'm not sure exactly what I want to put over here, but something will go there. Okay. Let's get our standard house decorations. I am not being the most creative with my housing decorations, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta go with what you can do. Oh, no, you're right. It could use the Switch 2 mouse controls. Yeah, you're right. That would work. Actually, what if we put a little... Let's give these guys a little wooden bench, like up here on their balcony. That could be really cute for them. And then they need some trees. We have these guys who want trees, and these guys want lights. So... we're gonna give this house right here some extra lighting. And then everybody's gonna get trees because everyone needs trees. Trees are pivotal. Maybe they get trees. You can have that. Okay, and then let's do... trees are life. Okay, I want some medium trees now. And I'm kind of filling in like behind the houses too, so that if we put in any other houses like facing this way, then they're not like looking into their, you know, their side of their house isn't like looking into their neighbor's house, because that's just like weird and awkward. And no one really wants that. We can do... I didn't mean to favorite that. A couple bushes. And then, of course, we need flowering bushes. Okay, how is that? See, you're happy. Are you guys happy with this? You're happy with this? Beautiful. You forgot you could decorate the balconies. I love that little touch of being able to decorate the buildings. I love it. Okay, now we can unlock tastier meats. So let's get on that. And then I kind of feel like we'll be able to unlock the fountain next. So we probably need to get cracking with getting our population up. Because we're at 82, we need to be at 120 for our next city upgrade. So how about, let's take these 6 houses right here and let's make add a second story to them. And then let's get their decor on them. I can hear like a bird cawing. Okay, there we go. We've got those houses added. Small withered ivy. Okay. Oh, I didn't want that favorited either. Go away. You end up with so many decorations in this game too. It's amazing. You desire a house surrounded by a lot of trees. You can live here. How about here? And then you guys can live... Oh, you know what? You have like a bunch of kids. Do we have any like... Let's move this family to another house and like put the family with a bunch of kids so that they're closer to the park. I feel like that would be nice for them to be a little bit closer to the park. Where there's like the playground and stuff. We can make more parks and we probably will. I mean, we could make a park here, but it's by the railroad tracks, and that feels a little, unsafe. Just a little bit. Alright, let us see. Oh, there's another good, that's like a good family one too. They can come and move into this house. And then this is another family that they can come live here. Alright, we're getting closer. We're at 99. Our population is 99 now. And we still have... We have 2 empty houses. That's not gonna get us to our 20, so we're gonna have to add in more housing. I'm keeping this area for some of the commerce type stuff. But we could do, I mean, we could do like a street. Let me know your thoughts on this. What if we could do like a street kind of in the middle here, and we could do a line of houses along here. And then this part over here could be like the businessy type stuff. So that is an option. I mean, and we can also do some houses over this way, too. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if it's a little too tight in there. And I don't know how I feel about having like the mayor's house, you know, kind of like looking at the backs of businesses, or having like the front of businesses. I kind of, what I wanted to do was make this so it's not really functional. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But kind of creating almost like a plaza area right here. I like to do this, and then I put the fountain in the center of it. You know, do something like that. And then we'll do businesses along here on this side. And then this is like more of like a town square, like plaza town square kind of a thing. Okay, you want a lot of lights again. Oh, we could put you... Okay, let's add a few lights to this house, and then that family that wants lights could come here. Let's give you this, and then you can have a lantern up here. Does that make you happy? That does. Let's move them in here. And then we'll move this family here. Okay. You see the vision? Okay. Alright, so we're at 107. We definitely need more housing. Okay, so let's go this way with housing. Not that. We want the brick road. And we're gonna do some houses along here, and then this I want to be like a park, I think. Like park vibes. So I want to leave this space like right here just in case I want to pull the road along that way. I don't want a house in the way. So we're gonna do let's do, I think we can do like 4 houses right here. And then we'll do, since we have the fencing going right there, let's continue that feeling with these houses as well. Like, let's do the fence along the back here. Okay. And then this should give us enough housing to reach our next, like, city upgrade. But I wanna unlock our fountain with our research points before I do that. Okay, so while we're waiting for our research points to accumulate, we have so many unworked people right now. I could be putting them on the research center. But there's a lot of people not working at the moment. Okay, let's do a lamp here, and then we'll do one here, and then we'll do the corners as well. And let's do one right there. So, and then on the houses as well, we want safe, well-lit streets in our little town. Because that's important. Your Crohn's has suddenly decided to flare up. It doesn't, you know, you're right, it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry that it's flaring up. I feel you on that one. Because my stuff is flaring. My UC is not flaring. My UC is pretty under control, thankfully. And I've been doing a lot of, I've made some like dietary changes that have helped with some of that. But to be fair, my UC has also been in remission for a while. But I still have like IBS symptoms that go along with it. But I've made a few dietary changes that have been making the IBS symptoms better. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, any win is a win. I agree. Yeah, my UC has actually been in remission for a while, and I'm not complaining about it, and I'm hoping I'm not jinxing myself. I still get my colonoscopies like every 2 years, but it's been in remission for quite a while. And not complaining by any stretch of the imagination. And I am fine with colonoscopies every 2 years because it's better than the alternative. So I am fine with it. They're not my favorite thing in the world, but you know, neither is cancer. Okay, I like how that's looking up here, and we've got plenty of people to move in. We've had like I'm sorry, that's rough. They're rough. I yeah, I don't they've tested me they've done like the testing a couple of times for me for Crohn's. And I don't have Crohn's. It's just like UC. But because I've been fortunate enough to have my UC be in remission, I haven't had to have like tons of colonoscopies. I've had more than the average person. Oh, really? Interesting. All right, let's move these families in. Okay, we need one more family and then we'll be at our... And look at that! That's good timing because now our Fountain of Seasons we can unlock too. Oh, that ad is gonna play in a couple of minutes. And I'm kind of thinking, though, we're gonna be wrapping up. See, we're gonna put this right here. Like that. And that should be good. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon here. I don't wanna necessarily, like, have to deal with snoozing the ads a whole bunch. Oh, you've been lurking. Oh, thank you, Hentaya. You have ears on, but you're AFK. It's looking so nice. Thank you. Yeah, I am glad that I decided to stream. No worries, Speckle. Thank you for the full lurkies. Yeah, I'm happy with how it's coming together. I think it's looking really nice. It is such a cozy game. It has been, like, it's been exactly what I needed. It's very, very cozy. It's so chill and relaxing because there's no pressure with anything with it. At all. Like, it's just very, very chill. Very low pressure. It is addictive. It really is. Okay, let's move these guys in here, and then that should give us enough to upgrade. It does. Alright, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this last self-care break, and then we'll upgrade our city. Give it a wish listed for a while. Might move up the priority list. Alright, thanks for the lurks. I appreciate it. Alright, we're gonna do one last little self-care break here, and then when we come back, we're gonna upgrade our city to the next level. And then we'll probably start wrapping it up from there. We might do a little bit more like decorating of some things. And then we'll wrap up the stream. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna pause this. I should probably also save the game. That's not the right button. Let's save it real quick. And then I will be back in a few minutes when that ad break is over. So make sure that you all are engaging in self-care, and we'll be back in a few. Wrong button. I'm back. All right. Thank you all for sticking around during that ad break. I appreciate it. All right, let's upgrade our town here into the next level and see what all we unlock. Woo! Next upgrade. Upgraded to stage 3, so we've unlocked leisure and our research menu has expanded. Excellent. Okay, let's take a quick peek at our research menu now. Okay, so we can upgrade our research center. We have our leisure things, which is the puppet theater, the street organ, and the ball throw. We have, ooh, plaza decorations, wooden bridges, our road upgrade, extra warehouse workers, removing rocks, and then we have a bistro, as well as a barber, which is an apparel thing. And then the city hall, which allows us to change our tax rate of our villagers. So, we, yeah, we've got some good upgrades here. Upgrading roads will be important. Even though I don't really like the way the road upgrades look, they will be important because everything, like all of our businesses become so much more efficient, and it gets to more people, and people have more access to things. So it is a good one to get a hold of, even though like I don't necessarily like the look of the upgrade roads, and they are pretty expensive to upgrade. It's still kind of worth it. So yeah, it's still kind of worth it. All right, let's see. I like the idea of keeping like this whole area over here by the cliff with this pond as being like a park area. I almost want to see if I haven't done a whole lot of the terrain manipulation either, but what if we try to like, I don't know, lower some of this down and create some bigger space. This is gonna be an exercise, and I've never done this before. Let's see what it looks like. And then we'll struggle with this for a little while and then like maybe wrap up. We're gonna start with just this little portion right here. Okay, smooth terrain, flattened terrain, raised terrain, lower terrain. Okay, what if we do... My money is near the limit. Yes, thank you. Wait, where did that rock come from? There was just a rock in there. I am not good with terrain manipulation tools in games. I would like to get better at that. Well, I can't remove that rock. Especially, too, because I saw that, Planet Zoo 2 is gonna be coming out, and I love Planet Zoo. Maybe we need to, like, spiral it out like this. Yeah, I love Planet Zoo. So I am looking forward to Planet Zoo 2 coming out, and I do plan to stream some Planet Zoo 2. Okay, I mean, I guess we're getting lower here. It's kind of working. We've, like, discovered this giant rock. But yeah, I'm excited about another Planet Zoo. That makes me happy. Because I like that game as well. I really like I like city builders and like management games a lot. Those are definitely my jam. So I'm excited for that. Plus, Planet Zoo, it's like, it's animals. And I do love me some animals. You know, this might be easier if I just like made it a bigger circle. Okay, but we have lowered that big part. It is working. It's just a little tedious. What if we smooth it out a little bit here? Does that make it a little better? That's a little bit better. Okay, let's go back to lowering it. Settlement survival. I haven't heard of that one. I love those kind of games though. Especially when I'll have to look it up. Let me look it up. I have a few of those types of games on Steam that I have not played because I have more things on Steam. I have more games than it's a little embarrassing. Settlement survive. Oh, it's on sale for $5. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this a little bit more closely. It is currently $4.99. It's 75% off right now. That does look really cute. And for $4.99. It is $4.99 right now on Steam. So that's kind of like almost worth just getting because it's just $4.99. All right, so we are having success lowering the terrain. So this is good. We've gotten this like flattened quite a bit here. If you don't want to buy it, you'll gift it. I mean, that's up to you. You don't have to. It's only $5. I can spare $5. But yeah, for $4.99, man, that's a good. It's hard to not get a game that you're even like slightly interested in when it's that on sale. Which is why I have more games on my Steam account than I have time to play. Because there'll be a game that I'm like, oh, I like this, I'm interested in this game. Oh look, it's $4.99 or it's $9.99, and I'm like, okay, yes, I will get it. It's definitely worth $5. There's very little I feel like that isn't worth $5, and it does look like it looks similar to this and like other, you know, city building games, which, like I said, I really enjoy city civilization builders, especially when they're it's low stakes, right? Oh, I've totally missed it. We've got like a whole bunch of research things ready. Let's upgrade our research center. So it gives us, we have more research points to work with. Let's do that. That's what I like about this game so much too, is it's so like, it's just very low energy, and sometimes I will be like, I'll play it, and I'm like, I don't really want to do like spend a ton of time doing a lot of decorating of things. I just want to, like, you know, take my time, let my points build. I'll like knit or do some cross stitch or something while I'm playing this game, while I'm letting things kind of accumulate back up. And this game is like fine for that. And there's no rush. Also one called High Above that looks really good. Okay, so we've managed to lower this quite a bit. So I feel like I'm managing these terrain tools fairly decently. And you can smooth it out, which makes it look a little bit better. Like once you get it down to the level that you want. But that's like pretty good, I think. Okay. I think we're gonna, let me save. And I think we're gonna start to wrap things up here. For now, yes, overwrite the save file. Okay. Close, exit to menu. Well, we'll save again. You can't save too many times, I don't think. All right, let's come over here, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here for today. Thank you, though, everyone, for being here and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I know it's been a lot, it's been a lower energy stream, which I know, like, you guys, that is not, you know, a problem for most people. But I do appreciate it. This was what I needed today, was just like the calm, chill, easy vibes of, you know, low pressure, low stakes, just vibe sort of game. So this is exactly what I needed. I hope that you all enjoyed it too. I hope that it was good for you. It was, you know, engaging if you wanted to be engaged, just chill background noise if that worked for you too. Like, I hope that it was working out well for everyone. You're here for me, content as well. Well, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I plan to be live again tomorrow. My plan right now is to do Pokopia, because in the Nintendo Direct, they announced that there's going to be an update for Pokopia as well as some DLC, and we are like we're not very far into the game, and I'd like to advance it a little bit more. So I'm thinking Pokopia tomorrow, unless, you know, I feel again like I just need another calm, chill. I think I might. I've really enjoyed. I haven't been playing it a lot, just because we've been doing other stuff on stream, but I really do like it. I think I want to see what the price point is and how much content there is before fully making a decision on that. What about you? I know, because you really enjoyed the game and you got through it pretty quickly as well. Because it's underwater, right? Isn't that what I remember? The bundle is $35. Ugh. That's... I wish Switch games weren't so expensive. It's like, why do they have to be so expensive? But yeah, so I think that's the plan for tomorrow, will be some Pokopia. But I do appreciate the flexibility of, you know, changing stuff up and doing something a little bit different today, because like I said, this was what I needed. I just needed the chill vibes of some Town to City, just very easy, light, relaxing for everybody kind of content. So I appreciate it. New Underwater Town, you'll probably get it, but you're still salty at DLC after the expensive base game, right? It was an expensive base game. It was expensive. Yeah, I just, yeah, when you at least like give us a couple of like free content updates, and then give, like, when it's that much money, you know, like, give us a little bit of free content, then you can charge me more money. You enjoyed the layback streams, good. I'm glad. It's been a lot of laid back stuff lately, which is fine, because like I just haven't had a lot of extra energy to put into stuff. Yeah, or not do DLC less than a year live. Yeah, because it just came out like a couple of months ago, didn't it? It was like March, end of February, March that came out, didn't it? Because it hadn't been out very long when I got my Switch 2, and I got my Switch 2 when Awen was recovering from surgery. So yeah, it's only been out like 3-4 months at the most. Probably won't get the DLC because of the main game price, which is fair, because the main game price was quite expensive. And I'm enjoying it a lot. I don't know if it's... I find it hard to justify any game that costs that much money unless it's a game that has a high replayability. And I don't know that Pokopia has a high replayability. I mean, it's got like the building sandboxy part of it, but like 70, because it was like $70 US dollars, right? Like $70 for a sandbox game feels like a lot to me. Like, I think Baldur's Gate 3, no, that one's 60, but that I feel like is worth it because it has a lot of replayability. It just ended up as a make your own, right, exactly. And is that worth that much money? I don't know. It's one of the reasons too, well, Tomodachi Life doesn't appeal to me in general. Like, it just doesn't. And I've watched people doing gameplay of it, and it's just like, it just feels a little icky to me. It's so not my style. If it's your style and you love it, that's great. I'm happy for you. It is, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. And it's, again, it's like a $70 game, and I'm like, no. But again, it's like one of those things that's all relative, right? Like, how much joy does it bring you? Is that worth the money? And for me, some things the answer to that is yes, and some things the answer is no. Tomodachi, the answer is no. Pokopia has been worth it. I've enjoyed it. I want to play more. So we'll plan for that tomorrow. But yeah, we should let's go over, and because Speckle is doing her whole streamiversary thing, so we'll go over there on our raid and drop in and show our support. Right? No, that's like exactly what it is. You've enjoyed Pokopia too. Yeah, and I'm not a Pokemon person. If someone who is not a Pokemon person can enjoy a game that much, I think they've done a good job with the game. Right? Alright, here's some raid messages. We're gonna go over to Speckle. If you are a follower, go ahead and grab the raid message with the red hearts. If you're a subscriber, grab the one with the tater hearts. And we'll go spread some love to Speckle, who's doing their Sparkleversary, and she's playing some Animal Crossing. So we'll head over there. But thank you all for being here and hanging out with me. Like I said, I plan to be live again tomorrow. We'll do some Pokopia. I hope you all have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow. I love you all. Bye!
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Ooh. Well, the time has come to wrap things up, but my heart is full. Can't thank you enough for hanging out and spending time. You make this space so warm and kind.